Come here, let me look at you. Oh, God, you're sweet. You're the most sweetest, handsomest young man. Can I kiss you right there? Oh, God, how sweet. You taste like sugar. You're so sweet. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's what will happen if you get hit.
Oh, you got hit. That's hard. This is a hard game.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Way back in the woods. We didn't live in the city. We lived far back into the woods. And we lived more or less on a farm. Yeah. So, well, hey, that's all I knew. Just lived on a farm with country school. Country school only went to the 8th grade. After the 8th grade, if your parents could afford it, you went to high school. Well, my parents couldn't afford it, so I couldn't go to high school. So I didn't get very much of an education. I felt very bad I couldn't be educated. Yeah. Everything that could be to help my mom, do whatever, stay in, do the dishes, and everything's to be done in the house. I helped in the garden, whatever to be done. Helped in the fall, helped do the canning, and everything. Get ready for the winter. We put away all the food we could, canning beans and can all the fruit, vegetables we raised for the winter. Put that away for the winter time. Yeah. Oh, I had 10 brothers and sisters. I was the 10th one. Same mother and father. Yeah. Oh, a poor old Saul. Yes. Oh, yes. I'd he'd come to Mommy for me, lead him to the store. And I just hit every cow pile I could hit and let him wade through it. Time I got him to the store, he was cow poop to his knees. Yeah. How horrible. But he'd still come back. He'd come back, we'd take him to the store. Yeah. How horrible. I can remember that. That's all enough to remember. But I thought it was funny. Yeah.
Well, he was your friend, though.
He's my friend. Saul was my friend. Yeah. Bubby would ride around the pasture and jump up behind me. And so she'd jump up behind me, we'd go a little way, and I'd pull the hair and she'd buck her off. Yeah, so, why is she bucking me off? I don't know, but I'd laugh like heck. But trot around and come back around and pick her up again. Yeah. How crazy you can do things. When you're young, things seem so funny. Yeah. Oh, I was about 18. I come to Ohio to work the war plants when the World War II broke out. So I got a job in the war plants. Well, I just got a job where there's repairing things that come in from the airplanes to run through to repair the piece that was broken. First was picking beans, packed green beans, and the soldiers would come in, pick up the beans, take them to cook for the soldiers. So I got a job then working in the war plants. So that's what I was doing then. Oh, yes, they hired anybody to come along, anyone. Yes. Oh, yeah, anybody was 18 that started hiring them. We lived wherever we could room. Oh, we lived with an old lady called Mrs. Green. Me and my niece, and I think me and my niece and two other nieces, I think we lived there. Room and board, $12 a week each. No, it's $5 a week. Room and board. She even packed her lunch. Well, everything was open. All restaurants was open, all bars was open, everything was open, nothing closed.
Did you go dancing?
Oh, we went everything we could, yes. I wasn't too much of a dancer, but I was out there trying. Yes, at night.
Yeah.
Every so often they'd have a night. They'd practice for bombs, and they'd go around to lights off, lights off. The whole city had the lights off. They would drop sandbags. It was like they were dropping bombs on your roof. So everybody had to have the lights off. So if you didn't have that light off, they'd come in and turn off their lights for you. So that's what they did with the lights off. Oh, I worked 2 jobs, yes. I worked 1 job to have a job to save the money to buy for my children a home. So I saved all that money I could. I saved enough money to get them a home. So I got enough money for a home. Well, anyhow, the man accepted what I had. Got a 3-family home for my children. Yes, myself. I worked at my full-time job and another job on the side till I got the money. I had James and Robbie, yes. Yep. So many times I hear the landlord, James make a little noise. James, I hear that. And I said, you won't have to be hearing that too long. I'm going to get you home. You can make all the noise you want. Well, once we got the noise, we're so used to being quiet, we still was quiet. After we got in our home, I said, you don't have to be quiet. You don't have to whisper no more. It's your home. Well, I was wanting to put siding on my house. So I was telling a friend of mine, and he said, well, I know this guy, George Gersh. He said, I'll tell George Gersh that you'd like to get siding on your house. So George Gersh come and put siding, talked to him. So he gave me a price. He said, and I'll send you my best crew. So he said to me, well, if you let me bring home the bacon, you don't have to worry too much about the price. Well, I didn't like that price. I said, you don't have to bring home no bacon. I buy my own bacon. Yes. So Armin come in, and he said, yes, I'll be putting siding on your house. I said, well, I don't like the answer I got from your boss. He wants to bring home the bacon. I said, I can buy my own bacon. I don't need him to buy me no bacon. Yeah, so I was ready to give it up. I didn't want George coming around buying me bacon. Armin said, don't worry, I'll take care of that. Don't worry. So I'll be here. I'll be here with my crew. Well, Armin only had 1 crew, 1 man. Him and 1 more man, that's all he had. And that's the only crew that George had. So he started putting siding on my house. But he always come with that little hammer. At the end of the day, he had that little hammer come in. And I thought, God, I must have been charged so much that he was guilty. I wanted to see if I had anything for him to do extra. I said, oh, you're doing fine. Everything's okay. So one day, he come, he said to James, where's your mother? James says, she's riding around the block, says you don't have to see you. He says, you tell your mom, don't worry, I shall return. Well, he returned many, many times. Yes, so he kept returning. So that winter, he finished my house. Well, he went to California. So I didn't see him no more till next spring, my birthday. So he come back. He said, well, did you get something for your birthday? I said, well, the kids got me a little something. He said, well, I got you a gift. He had a beautiful little watch he gave me for my birthday. I thought, God, why are you spending that money on me? You don't need to spend that money on me. Well, I wanted to give you something for your birthday. I really miss you. Well, I couldn't turn it down. So he hugged me a little bit closer than usual. So that was good. So I kept the watch. So that was good. So he just started coming every day. Every day, bring a little. It was too bad for him to work. He'd bring a little game over and play with the kids while I was working. Yeah. So that's how it all started. So it kept ending. So finally, one of these days, he says, Mom, you're the girl I've always wanted. Will you marry me? I said, God, Armin, you want to marry me with my kids? Yes. I said, you know I've got kids. I do know it. That makes no difference. I want to marry you. Well, that's how it all started. So we did. And I've never been sorry. Never. I wish I could. Many, many years. I wish I still had those years. Best thing in my life ever happened was my husband. Who's there? Is that my boy? Is that my baby?
It might be.
Is that my baby?
Yes.
It is my baby. The love of my life. He's
That's
right
all
here.
with vehicles here. So
Absolutely.
Stop.
Yes. How you doing, sweet love?
okay.
Good.
I just got my car off.
I'm thankful that I can talk as much as I can, get around as much as I can.